Thank you very much. It's a real pleasure for me to be with you in this, your centenary year. I wonder if any of you recognise these names: Samantha Jade, Jason Owen and the Collective. Yeah, hands up if you recognise those names. Yeah, lots. They were the finalists in this year's X Factor. I wonder if, hands down, I wonder if you know anything about their stories. Samantha Jade was the final winner. She's 25 years old, and she had tried some years ago, when she was much younger, to become a pop singer, but she didn't make it. And she ended up working back in her father's factory in a job counting nuts and bolts. This was her second chance. Jason Owen is a young man, 18 years old. He comes from a tiny rural town called Albert in western New South Wales, west of Dubbo. I didn't know there was anything west of Dubbo. But there you go. Even calling Albert a tiny town might be something of an exaggeration. Albert has a total population of 12. Jason learnt to sing listening to old Smokey Dawson records and practising in paddocks, and just occasionally he got to sing with his auntie in the local pub. As the X Factor episodes unfolded, you could see Jason learning and growing before your very eyes. The Collective was a boy band. 5 young men aged between 17 and 22 auditioned for the show as soloists, but none of them made it. The judges instead decided to put them together to form the Collective. They bonded, worked hard together, and in the end came third. Now, I think that the X Factor actually holds up a kind of mirror for us all, in which we can see ourselves reflected. It's very difficult to think of any worthwhile achievement by anyone, anywhere, that didn't involve perseverance, persistence, the ability to overcome setbacks, to live with failure and to learn from it, to pick yourself up again and have another go. Whether it's in academic work, or in music or drama or any of the arts, or in sport, very little of substance actually just falls into our laps. Starting again, second chances, new beginnings, and keeping on going are the key to reaching our goals. Samantha Jade reminds us of that. One of the most common diseases today is comparisonitis. Have you ever noticed how much time we spend comparing ourselves to others, thinking, if only I was a bit smarter, or if only I was a bit better looking, or if only I had the latest X, Y or Z, I would be able to win. I'd be able to come out on top, if only. But winning is not always about beating someone else. Winning is about being the best you can be, being all that you can be, fulfilling your own God-given talents and abilities, both for your own enjoyment and for the service and well-being of others. Jason Owen grew up in that tiny little town with limited resources. He didn't have very much at all, far removed from the world of fame. But that that didn't stop him. Given the opportunity, he threw himself in wholeheartedly to be what he could be. He learnt, he worked hard, he listened to his mentor, he accepted criticism, and he grew. Every time we do the same. Every time we are open to learn, willing to apply ourselves, willing to listen to others, to accept criticism, and to grow, we are winners. Small beginnings need not limit us. God thinks big for all of us. As Mr. Crawley said in his address just a few minutes ago, very often significant achievements look like they're the results of the effort and talent of a single person. But if you look more closely, you can see that others are involved as well. Few of us could do what we do and achieve what we achieve without the support of our families. Many sports are team sports, and without cooperation and shared goals and listening carefully to each other, fitting in, nothing would be achieved. And even in so-called individual sports, there are coaches and colleagues all working together with the athlete. It's the same in music and the arts. The fact is, we are made for relationships. Our achievements are not at the expense of others, but come in conjunction with others. The harmonies that the collective finally produce to win third place in the X Factor are a stunning reminder of that truth. This morning we are all here to acknowledge and celebrate what each and every student is and has achieved at St Hilda's this year, and I congratulate all of you. St Hilda's is a community that gets these truths I've been talking about. The value of perseverance and second chances and new beginnings. The truth that we are not limited by small beginnings or narrow horizons, that God thinks big for each of us. And the truth that we are made to be together, to live for others. And when we realise that, great things can be achieved and amazing beauty appears before our very eyes. I don't think there's any doubt that St Hilda's has precisely that X factor. Congratulations on your centenary and every blessing for the next 100 years.